Well, I almost got tongue-tied for a second. W95 GMs, you are in The Night Show with your boy Twin, and I got my special guest,
Angela Lee Easter.
Hey, she is here, and we are talking about
identifying the broken pieces.
Identifying the broken pieces. Now, Miss Easter, what really motivated you or inspired you to come up with the book?
Well, actually, the book didn't start out that way. It started out as a journal. And during the process, I was going through a lot. It was like in 2006, and I just started writing down my thoughts, writing down the things that I was feeling about, and it came to be a book. Actually, 3 books. This is the 3rd book out of the set. What was going on? I was going through a lot of depression and hurt and brokenness, and I was writing it down. And as I was writing it down, basically the Lord was showing me how to put those things back together. It took from 2006 until 2014 until those pieces was completely together. And so while I try to tell people, when your heart is broken, it's impossible to be filled or to go into a relationship or even to keep a job or to, many things like that you're trying to do and you're trying to excel to be something great. Broken pieces can prevent that. I always give them this example. If you take a glass, a jar, and you just break it, you just destroy it, try to fill that up. After you break it, try to pour something in it, and you can't. So that's how the heart is. Once it is broken and is dismembered, it is impossible to feel. So you wonder why you can't stay in a relationship. It's hard to stay in a relationship when you're broken. It's hard to stay on a job and to be successful and to be effective if you're broken. And many times we meet people and we go through things with them and they hurt us. They're hurting us because they're broken. So this started my brokenness, and everybody has a starting point in their life when they first start experiencing brokenness.
Okay.
And how it started for me, I remember in 1978, I was only 8 years old, and I remember my father trying to discipline me, and I don't think he really knew how to do it, but he started beating me in anger, and he must have gotten angrier. So I started feeling his emotions, and I started to get angry.
Okay.
And as he beat me, I just stopped crying. There were no more tears, and I just became very angry. And I'm to the point that I wanted to hurt my father.
Wow.
I wanted to bring pain on him, and there was a rage in me that I had never felt before. And as I was staring at him, and he was staring back at me and beating me, and I looked in his eyes and told him, "You're not my father." That was the day he broke me. And the thing about being broken, when something is taken away from you, it has to be replaced with something else.
Yes.
So he replaced his anger for the piece that he took out of my childhood. So then when I became an adult, I took that rage and that anger and that pain with me, and I shared it with people. You know, I was like the Incredible Hulk. You wouldn't like me when I was angry.
Okay.
So, you know, I wasn't an angry person all the time, but when you push those buttons, like David Banner, he was nice until you push those buttons.
Yes.
So I turned green sometime. So it took me having to go through more brokenness to understand that, hey, something's not right. So I just started praying and seeking the Lord, and I was like, I'm not happy. Started going through depression. I said, I don't want to go through that either. I need to be whole. So what happened with that, God started dealing with me, and I started writing. And as I started writing, I realized, hey, this stuff can help somebody.
Yes.
And so I started writing the book, putting the book together. And people have to understand that when you're broken, it is a dangerous position because you don't mind hurting other people.
Absolutely right.
You'll break a heart and keep it moving. So people, now you have to look back and look at what you left behind, the shattered lives that you left behind, or even your life being shattered. Now, one thing people have to understand, if you got pieces, you got breakers.
Okay.
So who's the breaker in your life?
Wow. And I'm going to be honest, and it's crazy because, you say how, honestly, as a daughter, having a relationship with your father is very essential. And when you got to the point of actually, let me bring the beat back. Let me bring the beat back because we rocking. Hold on. There we go. All right. But when you actually made within yourself that, or decided that you didn't feel the love from your father anymore and felt like he was no longer your father, you kind of got into the angry zone and kind of just shut everything else out.
Exactly.
Wow.
So when you think about that,
yeah,
a daughter, she needs her father. I needed my father, and guess what? I grew up without one.
I hope my daughter's listening to this right now. I'm gonna be honest, for real.
I'm so serious. You need your father because first of all, he teach you what a real man is like.
Yes.
You know, I didn't have that, so that's why I went through divorce 2 times.
Wow.
Because I thought I knew what a man was.
Look,
Okay.
Miss Easter, you are giving so much meat for the bones right now. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We are talking about identifying the broken pieces here with Miss Easter. Do not go anywhere. Keep it locked inside of the night show. Right there featuring Travis Scott with Love Galore here on 99.5 Jams. It's your boy Twin here inside the night show. And I still got my special guest in the building. Say hey.
Hey, Angela Lee Easter.
And
I am his divine design.
yes, you are, because she is talking about identifying the broken pieces, ladies and gentlemen. If you broke, I mean emotionally, she got something for you. Keep it locked here inside the night show. Here's your guy. Break it up.
You think I could do this? I want to do this.
For your real hip hop and R&B, you rocking with me, your boy Twin, and I'm here with my special guest,
Angela Lee Easter.
All right, now you are here talking about your wonderful book, and its title is
Identifying the Broken Pieces.
Identifying the Broken Pieces. Now, like we already talked about how you came up with the book and things of that nature, but you also said that this is actually the second book from your first one. What was the title of the first book?
The Fulfillment of Your Destiny.
The Fulfillment of Your Destiny. Like, that is just amazing. And then it helped lead you into this book right here.
Right.
But then you said it's a 3-book series. So what is the title of the third book?
Trusting God for the outcome.
Wow. Wow. So after identifying the broken pieces, you're trusting God
For the outcome.
for the outcome, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'm sitting back, we are just having so much fun behind the scenes, just talking about the possibilities and the great things that's coming in the near future. But any other things that you would like to share from the book that you think that the listeners right now should know, so that way when they actually purchase the book, they'll be excited and looking forward to what they will be reading?
What I always tell people is that you have to be transparent. A lot of people are afraid to share their brokenness, the things that they've been through. I've been going and speaking and talking to people everywhere. Anytime somebody invite me, or church or any kind of organization, I'll go and I'll talk. Even if it's like pregnancy support centers or whatever. Wherever there's youth, wherever there's somebody that has the potential of being broken or already broken, I'm going to tell my story. And one of the things that people don't want to talk about is molestation. And if you dealt with molestation, you've been broken. And that can really affect relationships, and that can really affect how you relate to people. And that's something that I dealt with at a very early age. You don't really talk about it, but I feel like it's something that you need to open up and talk about, because it's healing to just confess it and share with people that you've been through, so they can come and tell you the same thing. And that's what I've been getting. All of the things I've been talking about, people are saying, oh my God, me too. And they wouldn't say anything at first.
Yeah.
I got people calling me in the middle of the night, me too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, God, if I can just help somebody, if I can just help one person heal, I've done my job. But praise God, I've been helping more than one, and I'm excited about it. So you have to be transparent. You have to be willing to talk about it. Lack of communication, you won't go anywhere. Here's my thing right here.
Okay.
If you don't share the pain, you keep it.
Absolutely right. Look, I just got... Is there any individuals that you want to show some love to, Shot? Because I know you got a lot of people. You have people texting you saying, "Hey, I heard you on the radio." So, do you have any individuals that you want to give some shout out to, show some love to, all that good stuff?
Yes. First and foremost, I would like to shout out to my sweetheart, the love of my life, my boyfriend, my best friend, my husband, Rodney Darrell Easter, who got my back. This dude got my back. He really do. He's like the best bass player in the world.
Yeah.
You know, he know all about it.
I know.
You know? So I do want to shout out to him. I also want to shout out to my mom, Joyce Mallory, Jordan, Jeremiah, Shayfield. Those are my children. And my pastor, who is my covering. He's my spiritual covering. Clarence Harris of Evangelistic Church of Deliverance. He's there. He supports me. He loves me, and I love him too. And Mayor Meacham, I want to shout out her tonight, because she has supported me from the beginning. And I am so thankful to have her in my corner. I will never forget Weldon City Schools.
Yeah.
That's where I come from.
Georgia pride.
Yeah. You know, so that's where I come from. I'm a product of Weldon City Schools. So I do want to shout out to them. And also where I am, which is Roanoke Valley Early College, which is the Weldon City School District as well. I want to shout out to all my students and also my co-workers, wonderful people, wonderful place. I truly thank God for being there. And also my students, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint students, my career management, personal finance. Them kids are the bomb, so I really do enjoy teaching them. Can't help but shouting out to them. And I ain't gonna forget my girl, Kiasia Wilkins. That's my girl right there. Do you know her?
Yeah, that's my daughter, man.
All right, that's my girl right there.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit her up and say, hey, man, Miss Easter right here. She talking some good stuff.
Yeah.
And she just gave you a shout out. All right. Also, how can people find the book if they are either physical or either online, or where can they actually find the book?
Well, if you go to Amazon.com, Amazon Books actually, and put in Identifying the Broken Pieces, it'll pop up. You can get it a hard copy, you can get it an ebook on your iPad, any kind of device, you can get it up there. And also, if you contact me, I'm gonna get it to you anyway. I'm on Facebook, Angela Easter. Pull me up, contact me. My phone number 252-676-7652. You can get it right there too. And I also have an email.
Okay.
All right, so you can get in touch with me with yourdestinyproductions@gmail.com. And hey, I'll give you all the information you need to get the book.
Hey, I am glad that you stopped by today.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm gonna be honest, you helped me identify the broken pieces, because I think we all are identifying. or we all are dealing with issues that we had in the past, and until we identify those things and really take ownership and be accountable and actually let's move forward, the healing begins.
Exactly.
Yes. So I know we're gonna actually link back up again when you actually have the third book out, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, she already told you where you can purchase the book at, but also tell them your contact number again and your email address so they can make sure they contact you.
All right, my contact number 252-676-7652. Say it slow so they can get that.
Yeah, so they can get it.
And
also
my email,
yes,
you can contact me at Your Destiny Productions. Don't forget to put the S at the end. 2017. So it's Your Destiny Productions 2017 at gmail.com. You can get me right there. Facebook, hit me up on Facebook, add me as a friend. I can get you the book. Like I said, Amazon, there it is, Amazon Books. You can get it right there as well. Wonderful book. Been hearing a whole lot of reviews, and you can go on Amazon and read some of the reviews as well. But I'm really excited because it's really been blessing a lot of people.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so we're going to get back to the music. I'm glad Miss Easter came here to talk about the book, Identifying the Broken Pieces. You need to buy it right now. But we're going to get back to the jams. You are in The Night Show.